Good morning, guys. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. Can hear me? Just let me know. If everything is good, also let me know that. Good morning, Jaid and RS. Thank you, brother, for being over here. Just let me know if you guys can hear me perfectly. Everything is cool. Loud and clear. Thank you so much. So wait for some other people to join a bit, like 4 to 5 minutes. Then we'll go for the price action, man. What is happening to the world? What is happening to the chart? Why this market is so difficult? I hate to be wrong. Good morning, Jerry. By the way, please everyone vote over here. I am just planning. Okay, 27% is not interested. Wow, that's cool. Just let me talk about this a bit. I want to open a Discord group or Discord channel, and over there I want some of you to join. Have to have some sort of uh, challenge account. I think just go for any cheaper challenge account, whatever it is. We will set some rules over there, and every day we will share our trading that specific account. We are going to follow that rules, not going to violate that rules, that specific account. And then after 1 month we would love to see what is going to happen to that specific account. um, just would love to do that. So please make sure that you have voted over there. If I see that like 80 to 90% people are interested, or maybe more people are interested, then we'll open that Discord channel. Course it's gonna be free, but you have to have just one challenge account. And for some prop from it's very cheap. So you can have more accounts, you can trade them by yourself, but one account you will dedicate for this channel. uh, to clarify, is is there any importance of discipline in trading or not? Okay, so you will understand everything by yourself when you are going to follow that rules to that specific account. What's gonna be the result? How bad trader you were or how good trader you were, what type of model actually works for you, because the set rules are going to be set up like that way. So please make sure that you have voted over here, and we'll see if more people are interested, then we'll do that through our Discord group. Okay, it's absolutely for free. Please make sure that you have voted over here. Okay. Good morning, Jerry. FL Trader, hello sir, how are you? Good morning. Hey Muhammad, walaikum salam brother. Khurshid, good morning. Sophia, good morning. And also please let me know if you have anything to say about this. Please let me know to the comment box. Okay, thank you Sophia for that penguin. People started to forget, give me that penguin. However, today is Wednesday. President Trump speak was around 8:30, I guess. I didn't know that. However, around 10 we don't have any news to worry about, so we can go through that. Don't need to worry about that, except this annual meetings the whole day. I really don't remember what this news is. Does it has, I mean, has any impact on the market or not? I really don't remember. WEF. If you any of you know about this news, please let me know. Does there any impact or not? Okay, please let me know. So I don't need that on. Gonna go for this. Good morning, Dura, and thanks for the penguin. Thank you so much. So here, this is the opening that market closed here. Sunday open here, perfectly fall. This is today's candle. This that low. I'm gonna mark that low to my chart. That there is nothing. I really don't want to see this low to be taken, because if it takes that low, there is a high probability this market will come and trade the lower quadrant over here to trade this volume imbalance. If we trade this lower quadrant to that specific range, it's gonna cause a lot of consolidation. I don't want to see this type of consolidation. So I really would love to see this low is not gonna be taken. And this is the liquidity market has cleared. After clearing this high, around here. This high has been cleared, this low has been cleared. Market has taken both buy side and sell side liquidity. Now it should go toward that buy side liquidity. I'm not interested to see this low to be taken at first. I don't I don't need to see this low to be taken. The reason is this is an intermediate term low. If this low is taken, it seems like market has cleared the buy side liquidity. Short term buy side liquidity gave me the market structure shift confirmation. When this low is gonna be taken, this is the confirmation that market is keep falling. It will retrace a bit and then it will keep falling for this low. I really don't want to see that, because according to this logic over here, it came to this deep premium. It should clear that high at first before clearing that low. And if market really would love to clear that low, then it has to take that low to shift the market, and then it will go for this low. I really don't want to see that, because this is just a swing low and here I have a lot of resistance. If this market go for this low, a lot of people are going to be profitable, because the hedge fund or all of this area, people actually trade through the daily chart. If they will be profitable, I don't want them to be profitable. Here I'm watching the lowest down close body close candle, which is going to be my order block right now, watching how the market is respecting this order block. Now one candle has closed below the order block mean threshold. This candle has to close above the mean threshold of this order block, so today's candle has to be a bullish candle. This is my so far expectation. And if it keep falling, maybe gonna be disaster for some few more days. From the 4 hour chart, as you can see here, this is that 4 hour last FVG around here. This is that last FVG. So this was the entry FVG. Market came the entry FVG yesterday, and then retraced, went higher a bit, fall again, came to this last FVG from the 4 hour chart. So beautifully has been respected. You can see the consonant crossment of this 4 hour last FVG has been respected so beautifully. Can the market go higher now for this liquidity void? Coming to the 1 hour chart, here bit messy, that's why I'm just marking the 4 hour last FBZ, because you can see a bit messy price action. But here this is the hourly last FBZ. Before going higher, it can come back this last FBZ from the hourly chart. Doesn't need, but if it come, we'll accept that, no problem with that. Okay, same thing from the 15-minute chart. Really too messy price action over here, as over here, really too messy over here. But here this low, I'm just gonna mark that low over here. This low, I'm just interested to see what this low has done. Did it build any liquidity, or did it just take the liquidity? As you can see here, nothing happened, so I don't need to worry about that low. I'll just mark that on. If the market really interested to fall for this low to take, and then last FVG both from 50-minute chart and hourly chart, can it trade the lower portion? Doesn't need to trade it, but if it really would love to come, first it has to build the liquidity, which didn't happen yet. As you can see here, doesn't look like a beautiful liquidity over here, so not interested yet to see this liquidity to be taken. Instead of that, would love to see can it go for this buy side liquidity. So here, this is the buy side liquidity market left from yesterday. Here I'm gonna mark that as my buy side liquidity. So beautiful buy side liquidity over here, cleared all of this relatively equal lows. See this low, that low, relatively equal lows over here, and like three lows over here has been cleared. Trade that last FVG, can it go higher for this buy side liquidity? More importantly, to this volume imbalance, I'm only bullish today, no interest, like just bullish. I'm not bearish, I'm not like two twice like go higher go lower, no, nothing, just only bullish. I'm just bullish, no sell, nothing, only bullishness, because there is no sell side liquidity left. Market trade the last FBZ, nothing left open over here, just the buy side liquidity is on the queue. Need to see this is gonna be cleared by today. According to that daily order block mean threshold logic, that market has closed below the mean threshold, this candle has to close above the mean threshold of that daily bullish order block. Otherwise, this low can be cleared, and if this low is been cleared, gonna be disaster. Long-term consolidation or this low will be on the queue, which I can't target, as this is just a swing low, swing low or swing high. I can't target because they're not liquidity to me. So I really don't want to say this low will be on the queue, and if market really doesn't want to go for this, it should not take this low. This is a intermediate term low, this long term low, short term low. Market cleared, short-term low, liquidity has been cleared, doesn't need to switch the bias. Instead, it should keep going higher for the engineered buy side liquidity, which is internal liquidity, and then finally the external liquidity. Coming back to 15-minute chart and going for the regular trading hour. So if you guys remember yesterday, we have talked about this area. So this is that area volume, I mean opening gap, market closed there, opened here. Okay, so that is the opening, that is the closing, this is the opening gap, only opening gap, market didn't actually fill. As you can see yesterday, I was expecting, this was my expectation yesterday, that market will here open, it will fall fast and use this opening gap at first, can come here, doesn't need to worry about that, but at least to this opening gap, then it will come here. That was my expectation yesterday. What happened? This market first went higher and then market actually fall. So it was absolutely opposite, but the logic was same. Here this is the opening gap, here this is the opening gap, so this box and this opening gap. What I was expecting, market will first trade this opening gap, then it will go for that opening gap. What market has done, first trade the higher opening gap, then went for the lower opening gap. Now yesterday was the day after holiday, that means Monday was holiday, yesterday was like after the holiday. After holiday, morning session is always so difficult to trade because it's a lot of consolidation. As I told, wait for the PM session, because PM session is much more beautiful most of the time, much more beautiful rather than the AM session after holiday, or like overnight big run. So if I avoid the AM session, that means I'm not gonna trade the AM session because yesterday was holiday. Now it can be so beautiful price action on the morning session, it could be, but most of the time it's not beautiful price action. So if you are really interested about this business, which is called trading business, and you really want to get your success, uh, consistently profitable trades, then you have to follow the rules, and the rules is telling me after holiday morning session you should not push the button. You can go with the paper trade with the challenge account, but funded account you don't touch it. And as you can see, morning session I just didn't want to trade and I didn't push the button. For example, I just didn't push the button on the morning session. I was waiting for the PM session to understand the beautiful reaction or beautiful whatever it is. I was interested to look for beautiful price action on the PM session, and I have found that market actually came here, failed to clear the extreme high, instead of that cleared some sort of buy side liquidity, traded the last FBs, and all of this area has been traded around. I'm coming actually going to that yesterday's PM session at first, then I'll come back again to this morning session. But today, like I'm only interested to look for the buy, not sell. So you can just say today's session is done. Here is the last FVG, and that was the sell side liquidity I was talking about on the morning session. I told that I'm only bullish, but this liquidity to be taken at first. What market has done, it was extremely bullish around the morning session. Now, if I avoid the morning session trade, that means I know morning session is gonna be choppy, so I don't wanna trade this morning session. Now, look at this price action. See, just dump over here after this big dump, and it's not tradable because it's highly volatility. One candle, then we have talked about this buy. However, before taking this buy, we will already blow the account over here to this specific price action. Maybe most of the time we are going to get a huge loss over here. Finally, this buy doesn't mean anything to me, so I will let all them go, and then we'll wait for the PM session. So you can know, you know that I love to trade the PM session from 12:50. So my first pushing button should be from 12:50. If I come to this 15-minute chart one more time and come over here, just going to mark this gap. I don't need this gap, but you can use this gap as well, which is the hourly last FVG. However, I'm not interested to show that. Here, this gap I'm going to mark it. Okay, so when I'll be in 1 minute chart, you'll be able to see this gap from the 15-minute chart. Coming back to 1 minute chart, I'm trading the PM session. I've seen market has cleared most of the buy side. It has been cleared around the lunch hour. Market went high and then fall. Came back to this area. This is that 15-minute bearish FVG. Okay, so if I look over here, from the 15-minute bearish FBC, which is my higher time frame, I know I'm only allowed to push the button from 150, sorry, 1250. Now here you can see around this area from 1 minute chart, market went higher, fall, go back again, trade this entry plus last FBC, just market. More importantly, this our 15-minute bearish FBC went higher, gave me market structure shift. Is there any FBC? I have a very small FBC over here. I really don't want to mark that FBC. Instead of that, I would love to see, can it go higher or can it keep falling? What it is going to do. So in this area, we can go for the trade. First trade to take the sell. If you interested to go for the trade here, you can do the trading over there. But I'm not interested to talk about around here. More importantly, I'm interested to talk about here. This is that last FVG from 1 minute chart. If you remember, I told that even if this market failed to clear that low, this should be traded. At least this has to be traded. Then we'll see if the last FVG is broken and market went for the sell side liquidity. Now here, this low, that low, that low, all of these lows are the relatively equal lows. I just marked that extreme low. More importantly, if you look closer or just pay your attention above this line, okay, above that line, there is just one gap that was unused, and this is this gap. On your left, this gap has been used by the body. There is any here, look at this gap has been used by the body, has been closed by the body. This gap has been closed by the body. This gap has been closed by the body. This gap has been closed by the body. This is the only last gap that was unused or doesn't closed by the body 100%. So if this gap is broken or market can closed below this gap, I'm more interested to take the sell for this sell side liquidity. If you are not allowed, I mean, sorry, if you are not uh, able to take the sell from here, okay, there was a beautiful sell. If you could use the logics we have talked about, you can use that logic over here to take the sell. There is so beautiful sell like the last FVG here. Market extend it to your right. This candle has I mean, let me show this to you at first, then we'll go for that last FVG. Okay, so here this was the bullishness. Market was bullish, bullish, bullish. So when this is gonna closed at first, I'm not interested to take the sell. I would love to send the market higher to clear the high. When it has cleared that high, closed below this gap again, tap to this gap, interested to go for the sell from here, because now there is nothing left. Market didn't left any job, and stop loss is gonna be above this high, above that high. Target is going to be this last FBC from here, a bit violation over here, and then finally market actually fall for this last FBC. Now you could go for this, but some of you can think that okay, it's so complicated. So let's go for the easiest thing. Last FBC, sell side liquidity. More importantly, there was that hourly gap top. If you guys remember that I was interested to see that 4-hour entry fair value gap high. However, I don't even need that. First time market has closed below this last FBC from 1 minute chart, 10,008 time I have shown this to you. This candle has closed below this last FBC. More interested to take the sell from this candle, the next candle tap to this gap. Gonna put my stop loss above the candle that has built this gap as inverse gap. Now actually it has used this candle, all of these candles to validate as inverse, and above here I have a gap around this area. So if I can put my stop loss just above that candle, that is the best case of scenario. If I can see like it's 32 handle is used around the PM session, at least above that candle that has traded this gap, okay, it will be safe. Target is gonna be this sell side liquidity. More importantly, the 4-hour entry gap top, which was around here. Actually, unfortunately, I just removed it, so that you can go to your 4-hour chart and just look for that. However, nobody should close above the constant crossment while this candle has closed below this 1 minute last FVG. So respected here. Stop loss is 26 handle. Interested to take partial around 26 handle, which is around here. So 26 handle will take a partial over here, put my stop loss to the break even. Maybe I'll get a stopped out over here around this area. I'll get a stopped out. Now this sell side liquidity is not taken. Now look, I'm not showing you this entry like this way. Okay, if you see this like this way, this is of course a boom to you, but I really don't wanna do this type of things. All I love to do, take the entry, took the partial 1 is to 1, wherever it is 1 is to 1, put the stop loss to the break even. Got a stop out to the break even. After taking the partial, more than happy to stop over there. However, when it failed to clear this liquidity, go back again, trade this area, look for this same gap again. The same gap, I showed it here. See this bullish gap, sorry, not that one, this bullish gap, that bullish gap. Just look for this same bullish gap around this area, last bullish gap here. Let me mark this gap. This is a very simple concept. If you just observe this, not 100% but 99% of the time you'll be able to use this gap. However, you can see this market went higher, take that high, fall, didn't, I mean, sorry, closed below this gap, went back one more time, closed below this gap. This line, this candle has cleared the liquidity, where here this high didn't clear the liquidity. So I needed to see one more candle to go higher and to clear a swing high. But here what happened? One candle already has cleared this high, or as well as those highs, okay, has been cleared respecting this last FVG, and then closed below this gap. I don't need to worry about this candle to go one more time to take that high, because this high has already cleared a high, a swing high. So I don't need to worry about this gap to be a trap gap. This candle closed, next candle tap to this gap, interested to go for that sell from here. Stop loss is going to be too small because stop loss is above this high or plus 1 2 handle, because it was a bit volatility 1 2 handle, something like that. Same sell side liquidity is going to be target, or you'll go for 1 to 1 partial wherever it is, and then you can look for this sell side liquidity or the 4 hour gap high, wherever the 4 hour gap high was over there. This PM session was beautiful. Not only beautiful, it was just one side, and so beautifully it retrace fall. You can see it's not one-sided fall like around the morning session. What happened? Like lot of this consolidation, then went higher again, consolidation. Just look at this consolidation, highly volatile consolidation. So I always try to avoid this type of consolidation, and you have to know beforehand when you are going to expect this price action. Okay, so if you know this type of price action is going to appear on the chart, you are not going to trade here. You will wait for the PM session. You will go for the trade without any kind of confusion. If you fail to take entry here, I have already told you how to use the last FVG to take the entry or to go for the trade. You can use this one. You can use this one. If you go for the 22 YT model, market structure shift, there is some sort of fair value gap which is not here, unfortunately. You can go for that 22 YT model. If you find some sort of breaker block which was here around this area, the breaker block, you can simply use the breaker block. Whatever you feel good, go for the trade, and then take the easiest price action for your funded account trading. Okay, otherwise don't trade the session where you are expecting it's gonna be disaster. For example, today's market, I'm expecting something so beautiful. Okay, no, no, not like yesterday. Like yesterday I was saying, okay, is it going to work? I'm not sure about that. It's because yesterday was a day where I should not be confident. It's not that type of day. But today, around the morning session, I'm so much confident to go for the trade because it's an high probable session for me. Again, high probable doesn't mean, I didn't mean that. So yeah, it's gonna be so beautiful like February, March, April price action. Of course, this is January. It's gonna be a bit difficult, but still comparing with yesterday, it should be so beautiful, and my trade should be a winning trade here in this morning session. I'm expecting good price action. I'm mentally prepared for the good price action over here. Yesterday, no, I was not mentally prepared. I was thinking, okay, if it is good, I'll be lucky. If it is not good, it's gonna blow my account. So I know that is the low probability. I should wait for the PM session. Today, morning session, I'm so much excited because it should be so beautiful. There is nothing that can stop, that can cause the bad price action if suddenly Trump attacked to another country. If that happens, maybe it can be post price action. But otherwise, if nothing happens, like no hot news, then it should be a so beautiful price action. One-sided run. I have only the buy side liquidity which is over here. I'm more interested to look for that. I know that this sell side liquidity has been cleared. Market has didn't leave any sell side liquidity. Even if it fall at first, I'll look for the buy next. So whatever it is, I'm one-sided and it should be so beautiful price action. If I miss the trade, I will look for a lot other opportunities to go for the trade, so that I'm gonna make sure that I'm not missing anything over here. Just if you understand this small logic, don't trade while you are expecting bad price action. When you are going to expect bad price action, either after big overnight big run, or maybe holiday after holiday, or maybe there is some sort of high high impact news around 10 a.m. Maybe Fed Chair Powell is going to speak. Maybe around the closing, you have the earning news. Okay, maybe Nvidia earnings or Amazon earnings. This type of news you have around the closing. Okay, so 4:30. If you have this type of scenario, either way this is gonna be a weird price action. And what you are going to do? Just don't involve your funded account. Go with your challenge account or the paper trade. One day, let it go. Come back tomorrow, make the money. Simple. So here, this is all about here. I'm gonna remove this opening gap. You have seen already that opening gap, some portion of this opening gap, or more importantly, the 50% of this opening gap. So if I come to this area, so this is the opening gap. Show you this. This is the candle close, candle open, 9:30 open, 4:15 close, 4:14 close. This is that opening gap, market fall. Trade the 50% from the regular trading hour, not from the normal trading. Regular trading hour, market perfectly closed the 50%, left the lower portion open, which I wanted to see as a breakaway gap. So it worked as a breakaway gap. Can the market go higher for this opening gap, which is from yesterday? This is the only opening gap. Market just worked with the lower quadrant or lower portion of this opening gap. So I don't want to see maximum portion of this gap to be open today. So I'm more interested to see this will go at least the 50% of this opening gap from yesterday. Okay, at least the 50% market will trade. So if it do like that way, I have this buy side liquidity on the way. I'll just trade until the buy side liquidity, and then I will stop trading. I'll go for just I'll go out for a walk. Okay, so that is so for the expectations. So for everything, I'm expecting good price action today, not like yesterday, but I hope it's gonna be a beautiful session for all of us. Okay, so let's hope for the best. And prior to 9:30, on my left, this is weird price action, so I will go for the hourly chart and look for the gap. If I have some gap over there, I will look for that gap to see can it break and go for this buy side liquidity. So this is that gap prior to 9:30 from the hourly chart. Why not 15-minute chart? Because 15-minute chart is too messy. As you can see here, this is too messy. Okay, a lot of down close candle, and seriously, this is not good to me. So I'll just simply go to 4 hour chart, and we'll see how the candle is going to respect this. Sorry, not 4 hour chart, hourly chart. How the market is going to respect that gap. I want to see it will be broken. Market will keep going higher for this buy side liquidity. In between there, this small last FVG can give me some sort of reaction. I'll be very careful about that reaction. At the same time, when I'm looking for buy, I can't look for any short of buy below the concurrent crossment of this hourly cap. So if the market is above the hourly cap, concurrent crossment, I will simply go for the buy with so much confidence that market is going higher. If it doesn't do that, maybe like there is a buying opportunity, maybe that's gonna be a bit difficult. However, from the 15-minute chart, I have this bullish FVG. So if after clearing this buy side liquidity over here, if this market retraces to this bullish cap, I'll try to take a buy from here to here. So this small portion of this area, I'll try to take a buy. Otherwise, any kind of buy for this buy side liquidity is like so obvious to me. So I really would love to see it will go for this buy side liquidity. It's one-sided market. There is no need to think about this market will fall, go higher. No, nothing like that way. It will just go for this buy side liquidity. That is my expectation so far. Uh, no other option, no other thinking, no other tilt, nothing. Only bullish. Whoever is interested to take the sell today, that means your bias is bearish. Don't just change the bias because of me. Look for the bearishness. Okay, don't change your bias. It's a request to all of you. Don't change your bias. We all have our own expectation. I have my own expectation. Depending on the price action, you will have another expectation depending on your price action. At the end of the day, if you are right, then you will see what I have done wrong. If you are wrong, then you will see what you have done wrong. And both of us will learn, right? Both of us will learn. And this is the most important part. You have to learn from your mistakes, from my mistakes. If I do mistake, you will learn. If you do mistake, you do mistake, you will learn. Either way, you are going to learn, and that's the most important thing in trading. You have to learn. You have to keep learning. Without learning, this is not something like you are trading for 5 years, so you are a pro trader now. No, man, you're wrong. Even if you are trading 50 years, still you are not a pro trader. There is nothing called pro trader, because every day's market is new market. Every day's market is a new probability, and probability in time you will be able to catch the market feelings depending on that probability expectation. But you can't be a pro trader. So when you will start to think that now I can beat the market will beat you. So whenever you will feel confident, you will get beaten. So that's the first thing. So please never ever try to think that you are a good trader. I should not say like this way, but I'm saying this is the fact. So if you ever think that you are the best, okay, like you know now how to trade, that's your starting of your, what to say, I mean the disaster, okay, of your disaster. That's the starting point. So please don't feel overconfident. Always try to think like you are learning. Every time you are learning, even if you have 15 years of experience, 20 years of experience, keep thinking, I'm learning, I'm learning. You can learn from anyone, from anywhere, from anything, but you have to have that type of mentality that you're interested to learn. So if you can do that, I hope sooner or later you will keep getting the payout from the trading. However, I would love to remind one more time, please guys, vote over here. I need at least 80% people to be agreed with these things. 80% people, okay, or maybe at least 50 to 60%, 60 people. All I will do, I'll open a challenge channel on the Discord. Of course, it's free. You don't need to pay anything to me, but you will have to have one account. It can be from any prop firm. If they have the trailing drawdown, for example Apex, then there will be some rules. Okay, you have to have one account and you have to pay for that by yourself. So you can pass that, you will go for the payout, the money is gonna be yours, nobody's going to take that. But you have to have one account, you have to join to that challenge, channel, this challenge channel, uh, discipline challenge through the Discord channel. And then you have to join over there, you have to submit that account. Submit means you have to tell that, okay brother, this is my account and I'm gonna trade this account. If you until I'm not gonna blow that account, okay, or maybe until I'm not going to pass that account. But trust me, it's not gonna be very soon. It's not, you're not going to blow or the pass that account within 3 to 4 days. It's not gonna happen. It will take 15 days. So if you are trading, keep trading your real account or everything, but at the same time you will push the button to that challenge account whenever you see that your all rules are going to be met. Okay, so you will use that challenge account or that account to follow the rules, to follow the discipline. What is going to happen after 1 month? If you follow the discipline, the things I will tell you to do, is there any impact on your trading? Is there any improvement on your trading? Or you will know yourself. Okay, so are you a disaster trader, or are you really a good trader? Are you a patient trader, or everything? Okay, it's really so difficult by one people. For example, I'm gonna trade by myself, and I know that I have a problem, big problem to my psychology or my discipline. If, okay, the market actually opened, let me talk and read the market one altogether. Okay, sometimes what happens, actually it's very difficult for us to follow the rules because our discipline, our psychology, we can't do that. So when you will join over there to that channel challenge account or challenge area, you will see a lot other people are following the same rules, so you'll feel confident. Okay, you will feel confident to be a disciplined trader. And this is kind of a practice. I hope this practice will help you a lot to improve. Okay, so if you are really interested, make sure that, okay, this is the opening gap. Okay, I'm not going to mark this opening gap because this is a very small opening gap. That challenge or that discipline challenge is gonna help you to be a disciplined trader by other people or with other people. So please make sure that you have voted over there, and then Okay, from 15 minutes I'm watching this 15-minute bullish gap. Can the market respect this bullish gap? Keep going higher. Okay. So here from now I will start to look for a buying opportunity. Any sort of buying opportunity from 1 minute chart, I'm gonna use that buying opportunity to take the buy. I can see that market fall, take that low over here. This is the liquidity. Market has cleared that liquidity. Trade this gap. More importantly, the order block. It didn't trade the order block, however, just trade that gap. Okay, let's see. I'm only bullish. I'm not bearish. I'm only bullish. Only go for the buy. If the market gave me the buying opportunity, I will go for that buy. If it doesn't give me that, I'm not gonna take any short of buy or sell. I'll just keep waiting. In the meantime, whoever is interested to trade, just go for the trade whenever you feel good. You will feel like this is your trade. Just go for that. The market is trading this bullish FBG from 15 minute chart as well as this new day opening gap, which is from today. This is the new day opening gap. Can the market start to go higher now? I'm only interested to take the buy. If your bias is bearish, please go for that. Just watching this gap, how it is going to hold the trade or hold the market, send it higher. Love to see this gap work. This gap, which is aligned with this new day opening gap, as well as this 50-minute bullish FBG. My target is this buy side liquidity. More importantly, above this buy side liquidity, I have the new week opening gap that is gonna be the target. And I'm expecting a good price action. Not in rush. We'll wait for the perfect opportunity, then we'll go for the trade. As I'm expecting good price action, so I don't need to rush. I know that if I don't get the entry right now, I'll get the entry at the end of the session. But I'll get an entry that's gonna give me a boom. I just need to wait for that specific moment to get that boom. Right now, as you can see, this market is bearish, right? I'm looking for buy down. So if I'm interested to look for buy, the first thing I need to look for is a bullish gap. Is there any bullish gap? If I don't have the bullish gap, then I need at least a bearish gap that I can use as a inverse gap. I don't have neither bearish gap nor bullish gap. So what I'm doing, I'm waiting. Old bullish cap, can I use, can't I use this one? Of course you can use this one, but for that you need more confluences. For example, you need order block confirmation, or you need some pre-market idea why, how this market actually worked over there, why this gap is going to be important. Right now I'm not interested to use this gap prior to 9:30. Instead of that, would love to use the new gaps so that I can be more confident to go for the trade. If I would love to use this gap, and I have to wait for a candle close out of this candle to use it as an order block, take the buy from that order block, which I'm not going to do. Of course, I'm waiting for the, because I have a huge range. I don't need to worry about missing the opportunity or missing the trade. The range is from here to here. It's kind of 285 handle. I just don't need 285 handle. I need 85 handle. That's more than enough. Brother, I think you need to switch tabs. Yeah, you are right, brother. I should have switched the tab. I forgot that it's 9:30. Pre-boom. Hey, Jamil. Oh, J Marquis. How are you, brother? What happened, Marquis? I'm not seeing any payout request. I mean, sorry, payout screenshot. I'm just getting some payout screenshot from Jaid, Suzivan, recently, and Dora. I need more people. I'm getting more subscriber. I have now more than 11,600 subscriber, but I'm just getting some payout from 3 to 4 to 5 people. Why is that? Out of 12,000 people, just 4 to 5 people are providing the screenshot of the payout. No, man, it's not enough. I need more payout screenshot to the Discord payout channel. Do I need to send account details? No, no, you don't need to send me anything. You have to just confirm that this is the account you're going to use to that challenge. Okay, so If the account is blown, you will be out of this group. That's all. So you have to make sure that you're not going to blow that account, and that will help you to be more disciplined. I'm just doing challenge account. Account. You said no trades till February second week. I just didn't say that till February second week no trade. I didn't say that. I just told that second week of February is gonna be a beautiful price action. In other words, 10th of February, where ICT is going to start trading. Okay, so I will say more specifically 10th of February. But this is a low probable area. If you don't want to involve your funded account, that is the best case of scenario. I'll see if there is another gap over here. Find out a buying opportunity. If there is another gap, I'll go for that gap. And I already talked about this order block over here. That could be a buying opportunity from this order block, 1:1. Just normal buy, but I will just go for the fair value gap trade. So here I have the breakaway gap. So far, if it build another gap over here, if it doesn't, then of course I'm waiting for the order block to take my entry. It's not the breakaway gap anymore because market didn't build another entry gap. So it's not the breakaway gap. I'll just keep it like this way. See if I can find another buying opportunity from the order block. Okay, I don't have the order block yet. This line is the midnight open over here. See this line, it's the midnight open. So below the midnight open, it's the deep discounted area. Above the midnight open, it's premium area. Now we'll see how it is going to work. Okay, quick question, brother. What recommendations would you give in terms of learning? There is many playlist and I'm new. Thank you. uh Brother, I'll just talk to you a bit later. Okay, first let me see this, and then I will reply to your comment. Just let me go with the price action at first. This is why I don't want to push the button from this one gap, because most of the time I am not sure that is this gap gonna hold the trade and send it higher. So I need the order block to confirm that this gap is actually holding the trade. As you can see here, just one gap, I don't believe that, as I don't have another one gap, so I didn't take the entry over here. We'll wait for the confirmation. Now this gap is going to be very important to me. To if the market close this time, that's going to be my buy without any kind of confusion. No confusion, just will go for the buy, and it will give me the boom. I'm going to remove this gap right now because it's violated over here. That means the body has closed below this gap. Just going to remove this one. As I told, if I use this gap, then I have to take the entry from the order block 1:1, and then maybe I'll get stop out to the break even, whatever it is. But this gap is important if I would love go for the trade from the water block. I'm watching the 50-minute candle, how it is going to react with this zone around here. Can it respect this zone and go higher? So market has built a bearish gap, which is going to work as an inverse gap to me. I'm going to mark that gap as well. These two gap, first a bearish gap, first a bullish gap, then a bearish gap. I would love to use these two gap to take my buy. So I don't have two bullish gap. I don't need that. I have this inverse gap. I have this bullish reclaimed gap. So this time market will close above this gap. I'm going to take the buy from this gap, from that gap. Stop loss has to cover this gap, but as you can see, it's huge. I'll just try to keep my stop loss by covering the 50% of this inverse gap. This two gap is going to give me the opportunity to go for the buy. Okay, keep it here. However, I'm not asking any of you to go to copy my trade. Just go with your own trading. I'm expecting good price action, so I really would love to see if I can catch that run. It will close one tick above this gap. I'll go for the buy. By believing this gap is not gonna be betray with me. Okay, so something like that. The worst case of scenario, it will not give me the entry. That's the worst case of scenario. If it didn't give me the entry, I'll look for this swing high for shifting the market structure, entry fair value gap, breakaway gap. Okay, so something like that. If I don't get my entry over here, then I'll look for the 22 YT model. The worst case of scenario, it's not going to give me the entry. Seven, six, five, four, three, two, 1, 0. I wish it will take me, but if it doesn't take me, that's my bad luck. Where is my entry? Worst case of scenario, as I told, I'm not gonna get the entry over here. If I don't get the entry over here, I'll wait for the market structure shift to take my entry from the entry fair value gap, which is gonna be here. Okay, so either way, I have to wait for the entry from here, unfortunately. Now if it would take me, you know how you would get the boom. I waited for this, then wanted to take the entry from here. Just now need to wait to see if the market really would love to take me. If it doesn't take me, that's just a bad luck, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna stop or gonna chase the market. I'll wait for the next opportunity to go for the trade. I need to count the candles, 5 candle. Within 5 candle I have to take the entry. Come on. If this candle could take me already, I would have like kind of partial, some sort of partial would be cleared already. Yeah, some sort of partial would be cleared already if I would get my entry already. Unfortunately I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Within 5 candle I have to enter into this market. Come on, brother. Come on, come on. If it takes more than 5 candle, then I have to wait for the order block to take the entry. I will not believe this fall anymore because it could keep falling, falling, falling. I don't want to enter over there. If it doesn't give me the entry within 5 candle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fall, 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 fall. fall, 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 fall. There you go. Candle should be a bearish candle. Um, and on my right hand side, you can see this 50-minute candle just opened, started to go higher. I wish it could fall a bit more. Unfortunately, it didn't do that. So finally, I got the market structure shift over here. See this market structure shift. Still, I can count new 5 candle to come to this entry fair value gap over here. So after this candle, another 5 candle, I can wait to see this entry gap, not this gap, not that gap. This is the breakaway gap. See this breakaway gap, and here is the entry fair value gap after the market structure shift. So another 5 candle to come over here. But either way, I'm gonna miss this trade. So I'll wait for the next opportunity. Okay. I just missed it because market didn't take me. If it could take me, I would be in this trade. Unfortunately, it didn't take me. I'm not going to take the trade. Simple. We'll wait for the next opportunity. I'm only bullish. I don't need to worry about anything else. I know as long as this market is not going to clear this buy side liquidity, I will keep looking for the buying opportunity. How I let this market to go fast, didn't enter over here. This is the most important part, and the next day you are going to get the entry where you are going to expect good price action. You will get the entry over here, you will get the boom over there. But unfortunately today I didn't get the opportunity. Okay, so we'll look for the opportunity as long as it's not leaving that zone area. And more importantly, we remember this gap, right? This is that gap. We told that any sort of buy is valid above the consonant crossment. So I don't need to worry about any sort of missing trade from here to here. This is the area I can simply let this go to wait for this market above this constant crossment, take the buy. I am not missing anything over here. Please guys don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. Okay, that guy who was asking me how who was new, okay. First of all, welcome to our community, brother. I really appreciate it, man. And thanks for take a break to our channel, to your trading journey. I hope we all will learn from each other. If you go to the playlist, you will find a folder called study, a study folder. So just focus over there. First, finish that study folder, then tell me, I'll tell you the next step. But first, you have to watch the videos, not watch, you have to study those videos from the study folder. You have to study them. All the video except the BPR, balance price range. It's my request to all of you, don't watch that breakaway gap. I had to put it over there, I just put it over there. But I'm requesting not to watch that video because this is the only thing that will make you confused. The BPR or balance price range. It's difficult in my opinion. If you're good with that, go for that. But in my opinion, balance price range is the most confusing things that will make more complicated the ICT concepts to you. I don't care about the medium impact news. More importantly, home sales. That doesn't have any impact to this Nasdaq market. I'm hating this market because it didn't give me the entry opportunities. I hate it, man. Seriously, I hate it. I was really so excited to go for this boom at the beginning of this stream, but unfortunately, I didn't get it. Just didn't take me. I hate it. Okay, I have to look on my left to see if I can find another opportunity. Disaster price action. Okay, nothing to do. Wait. It could be a nice boom, right? Oh man. Okay. and it is going to give me another opportunity. Is there anyone who is in a trade right now? Who is in a trade right now? Yes, please vote over here. I really want all of you to vote here. I really would love to see how many of you are really interested about this discipline challenge. Please make sure that you have voted over here, and please make sure that you have pushed the like button. If you don't like it, just push the dislike button. 140 people are watching, 48 likes, not enough. Please push the like button and vote over here. Please do these two things for me, and both of these are absolutely free. Okay, you don't need to pay anything to push the like button. You don't need to pay anything to join us to vote over there. You even don't need to subscribe to our channel. So please push the like button, subscribe to our channel if you want. Otherwise, just push the dislike button if you don't like it. We have medium. Okay, Kuba, you are in a trade. It was expected, because you are the one who is not gonna stop, who is not going to stop chasing. Assalamualaikum. Hmm, আচ্ছা, শোনো, হাফেজ। I'm not going to stop, Kuba. When you are going to stop? I want you to join to that challenge, discipline challenge account. I want you to join over there. Then I will see how you are going to violate the rules. Already got my boom. Congratulations, X-Men Trader, for your boom. Long TP 25399. 25399. I think here somewhere. Okay. Make sure that you have taken some partial, brother. Can someone who can't join you for New York join? I can only join for during London. It doesn't. uh, what you were asking actually? Can someone who can't join you for New York join? I can only join for during London. That's your account, and whenever you feel good to trade, you will be able to trade. I mean, you have to just take the screenshot of your entries. I will write down all the rules to the Discord. Okay, well, while I'll get that most of you are actually interested, then of course I will write down the rules over there, and you have to just follow them. You have to take the screenshot and you have to share that to that is a specific challenge group. And this is really helpful. I think that it's gonna be helpful because we are not going to struggle to be a disciplined trader by myself. I will have more people, I will have more friends who are also going to show their discipline level. Okay, so something like we all are going to be a disciplined trader all together, something like that. Can you explain what the confluences was for this missed trade? But it just didn't take me. That's all, brother. If I would love to go for this trade in a different way or in a different logical things, with anything I know, I don't see not even a single entry opportunities to that specific leg. It just simply didn't take me. That's all, brother. I could add this breaker block. I could add maybe something else over here, maybe rejection block, maybe mitigation block. That's the thing you keep seeing in social media when people just push the button and then they start to explain this is the breaker block. I took the entry from that breaker block. Blah 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 bullshit things. That's not gonna happen over here. If it didn't take me, it just didn't take me. I'm not gonna force the market to show me the PDRA that has been traded and market started to go higher. Now from 1 minute chart, I didn't get the entry, but from 15-minute chart, as you can see here, it fall. Trade this bullish FBZ perfectly, like here, this bullish FBZ has been traded. New day opening gap has been traded. Market is going higher for this buy side liquidity. It just didn't take me, and it's kind of falling knife. When the market keep falling, it's called falling knife, and it's going to the star. I don't need to chase this market. I know what the market is going for and where I have to enter. I know everything and I'm just waiting for that. The first opportunity was here. I missed it. So I will wait for the next opportunity. That's all, brother. Not interested to chase the market. Not interested to do anything over here. Now here, only thing that I could use is this order block. Okay, lowest down close body close candle. I could use this order block to take the entry. I know that, but as I was looking for the FBZ, I wanted to take the entry from the FBZ. And as you can see, this candle just fall this order block and then went higher. It could simply go a bit lower, just to the top of this gap. If it could do that, I would be in this trade. So I was looking for the FBZ to take the entry. I missed the entry. If I were looking for the order block to take the entry, maybe I could go for that entry from the order block. So sometimes it depends on your expectation, what you are expecting, what you should use to take that entry. If you are an order block trader, you have to be an order block trader everywhere. If you are an FBZ trader, you have to look for an FBZ, take the entry every time. So sometimes I'll take the entry from FBZ, sometimes I'll take the entry from order block. Don't do that. Now it's one-sided. Hmm. I'm also guilty of chasing price, and that's why I want to join the discipline challenge. Thank you, Suzivan. Thank you so much, brother. I'm in 5 micros, 53 partial taken, 253 letting to run. 253. What is that 253? I think you already got the boom. If 253 was your target. This is the buy side liquidity. I really would love to see some sort of retracement before clearing this buy side liquidity. I was expecting this good price action, and unfortunately this shit didn't take me. Okay, so I'm now getting very upset to this market. Why you didn't take me? Now I'm really getting upset. Okay, because it should be so beautiful and it is really so beautiful. Just I didn't get the entry, market didn't give me the entry. I'm now getting angry on him. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna chase the market, gonna take the buy from this any sort of retracement over here. Not, I'm not gonna do that. If I miss it, I'll wait for the next opportunity. Until it's not presenting in front of me, I'm not gonna push it. Yesterday was the disaster day. Today should be a good day. And when it is a good day, I know opportunities will come later. If I miss the first opportunity, the next opportunity will come. Market just opened 30 minutes. I still have 1 hour 30 minutes. What I'm waiting, I mean, what I'm afraid of. Missing any opportunities? No, of course not. No, brother, I'm asking, how did you know it will go up from there? I have already explained that at the beginning of this stream, brother. So if you miss it after the stream, rewatch the first part of this stream. Every day I do that. First, I explain how this market is going to work today, and then I actually follow that expectation for throughout the session. So why this market will go higher and why how far it will go higher, from where it will go higher. I've already explained all of this at the beginning of this stream. In other words, it's you can say higher time frame uh, analysis, something like that, top down analysis. 940 water block was the entry. 940 water block was the entry. I am pretty much confident it's from Marquis. Yeah, it's from Marquis. Yeah, Marquis, you look for the water block to take the entry. That was your entry. I was looking for the FBZ to take the entry. I didn't get the entry, unfortunately. As I told, if you're trading water block, always use the water block like Marquis did. He always try to, as so far I know, okay. So far I know he always use the water block to take his entry. So he don't he doesn't give a shit about the FBZ. So if you are trying to get anything from these ICT concepts, be master of one PDRA. Either 22 YT model, order block, breaker block, mitigation block, rejection block, turtle soup, MMXM, silver bullet, whatever it is, be the master of one setup, macro setup, whatever it is, be the master of one setup, and then you can add one another model. Okay, you can do that, but first be the master of one setup, whatever it is, be the master of one model. That's a great challenge. I can't trade much, but a good idea to keep myself updated and comments on my trades help. Thank you, Jerry. Yeah, I hope so, brother. Most of the people are going to be benefited by that challenge. Just vote over here. First, I need to see how many of you are. Then I will open the challenge with your challenge account. You have to join to that challenge, that channel. Okay, and I will show all the, that's gonna be a private channel. So you have to make sure that you have the challenge account, which is absolutely new, and you can use the Blue Guardian Futures 70% discount, Take Profit Trader, Apex, My Funded Futures, Top Step, whatever you like. Just you have to have an one challenge account, and then you have to join over there. You will do your own thing, but there will be some rules. You have to follow that rules. That's all. It's got the boom. Congratulations, team. Don't overtrade, brother. We are trading inside 1 hour fair value gap. I don't see anything over here until this buy side liquidity. So as long as this is not going for this buy side liquidity, I'll keep looking for the buying opportunity. Here there is some sort of hourly last easy. It can give me some sort of retracement, reaction. If it give me that reaction, I'll be able to take the buy again. If it doesn't give me the reaction, the last FBZ from the hourly chart, I will just miss the trade toward that buy side liquidity, and I'll just to keep watching how it is going to clear that buy side liquidity. I knew from where this market will go, how long it will go. Unfortunately, I perfectly know where I should enter. This market just didn't give me the entry. Just here didn't give me the entry, and then until here this is just one-sided run. There is no retracement, nothing. I didn't chase the market. Simple, brother. Either I'll let this go, or I'll wait for the retracement to take entry again. Kuba, boom. Turn on take profit trader challenge for the day up 740. Don't overtrade, team. It's a request to all of you. Don't overtrade. Hey Tito, I used 940 candle as an order block. That was one of the best order block, brother. I have already talked about the order block. I have done a lot of sessions, right? All of you know how to use this order block depending on this nude opening. And just remember, it's not the order block because it has traded this bullish fair value gap from the what to say, I mean the 15-minute chart. It's the order block because of this nude opening gap. If there was no nude opening gap, there was no order block. Just remember these things, okay? No new to opening gap, no order block was over there because this is the bullish state of delivery. It's not going to change anything over here from this bullish state of delivery. But if I see here, for this new to opening gap has been broken over here and then come back again, used that new to opening gap as a support, use the order block to move toward the direction. There was new to opening gap, there was order block. There was no new to opening gap, there was no order block. There was 15-minute bullish gap, there was no order block. Just keep that in your mind. This is for your extra confirmation so that later you don't get confused. Apex challenge got a bit more to make. Okay, let's hope for the best, brother. If you are already profitable, don't try to take re-entry to that specific account. But after this trade, I might be done of the day, just letting these two micros run. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, brother. I'm interested too. When are you planning to start? I will make an account accordingly. Sure. Thank you so much, sister. I will just after today I will talk to FL and like Sophia, the mods. I will talk to them and I'll ask them to open a channel on the Discord so that you guys can join over there with the challenge account. I'm not asking anything from you. All I need just a account, challenge account, okay? A real account, challenge real account, okay? That's all I need. And please make sure you have vote over here and you have pushed the like button. 139 people are watching, 65 likes. Okay, I'm watching. Please don't forget to push the like button. Anybody knows any information from Mahadi? Like any of you did any of you talk to Mahadi? M3, the name was M3TA3, something like that. He's from Iran, so I really don't have any news from him. You okay or everything is good? I texted him a couple weeks ago and he hasn't responded back. He normally will respond. Yeah. Hey Sharuda, how are you? I have not. I hope he's fine. He's well. Okay. Yeah, I messaged him, but he also didn't reply. I hope he's good. He's good. The situation is better now, right? In Iran, the situation is much more better now. I hope everything will be okay again. Man, we want peace. We don't want war. We want peace. Peace situation will give us more boom. And volatile situation is gonna blow the account. I want peace, man. I will not take not even a single retracement here. I just watching the market, but not interested to frame any sort of retracement. So I'm expecting some sort of retracement right now. Like other days, what I do, I actually frame a sell around this area, which is a retracement sell, which I'm not going to do today. I will just go for that buy only. The retracement sell, I'm not gonna take that. But for the sake of this conversion, I can show this to you how I would love to look for that sell around here while I'm waiting for some sort of retracement. This is the last bullish gap. As you can see, I'm gonna mark that bullish gap over here, around here. So if this gap hold the market, for example here, and take that high, then closed below, I'll try to take the sell here for a short period of retracement, some short period of retracement. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, it actually closed below, then I'm not gonna take the sell here. I will wait for an order block to be built. Then I will try to take the sell from here for a retracement leg. Then this market will go higher again. So today I'm not gonna frame this sell. We'll wait for this buy only. That's why I'm not talking about any sort of sell right now. Ah man, you know my pronunciation is not good. Why you are taking fun? Murshad, please don't take fun, man. Pitch. How to say that? Pitch, pitch, piece or pitch. What do how to say that? I'm good at reading market. Okay, I'm not good at English. Again, I'm not framing this sell just because I'm not interested to take the sell. I will only go for the buy. But for this is for your observation. So keep observing how you can use a specific area, a specific gap to use to that how to use that specific gap to take the trade or to enter into the market. Please don't push the button, observe it. How far it can fall? Very easy to mark. Very easy to mark. High, low, equilibrium, upper quadrant. If I can take the entry here, I'll try to take the partial to this gap, and then I will try to hold this until this last FVZ around here. Extend it to my right. We'll try to hold it until this FVZ. So it's gonna be a leg from here to here, which is 70 handle, something like that. What did I tell you? Remember? If it doesn't clear these highs, I will wait for an order block here to take that sell. I'm not taking this sell because I'm only interested to look for buy. I'll take the buy only. But if I were framing a trade here to take the sell, I would wait for a order block to be created to take the sell. If it went higher, cleared that high, then closed below this gap, we'll simply go for this trade from this gap. The same thing I showed you around that area. That means if I would love to use this gap, I have to wait for an order block to confirm the buy. If I would love to use this gap where it fall and take the liquidity, gonna use it as an inverse gap. Now I don't need to wait for the some sort of what to say, I mean the order block to be created. I can simply go for the trade over here. The same logic over here. Fall. Can I use this as an inverse gap? No. It has to clear some sort of buy. If it doesn't want to clear some sort of buy, then I will wait for an order block. That means if this candle close below this candle, I'm gonna get the order block to take the entry over here. Otherwise, it has to go higher and then fall, and then I would love to take the sell over here. But remember, I'm not interested to take the sell, so I'll look for the buy only. If I find the buying opportunity, I'll take the buy. So sell is not my interest. On a short here for retracement, but don't want. What do you mean by that? You want a short but don't want. What do you mean by that, brother? I'm not taking any sell. I just told that if you are mocking me. It's hard to pronounce certain words for non-native English speakers. Those English speaking people, why don't you try Chinese language and tell me it's easy for you? Yeah, please. Why don't you try that Chinese and tell it's easy for you guys? If there is a bearish FVG with market structure shift can be good sell until equilibrium of the range. Actually, not like that, because this market will fall here. It's not confirmed. It can maximum fall here. That is the maximum line it can fall, but it's not confirmed that it's falling here. The best area to reverse is from this upper quadrant area. As my bias is only bullish, so I'm not framing the sell because it's low probability to me. I know it can reverse from this upper quadrant or from here. Any of this line can be reversal point. So I don't need to take that risk. Instead of that, I will wait for the buying opportunity. When I'll get the buying opportunity, I'll take that buy. Oh, awesome, brother. Always follow your rules, brother. Always follow your rules. I really love that comment, brother. It's 2 a.m. where I am. Where do you live, Sham? And again, brother, welcome to our community. Is there anyone who is our new subscriber? I would like to see it to fall until 954 minor sell side. 954 minor sell side. 954 minor sell side. This one? That could be the best case of scenario, brother. Oh, you are from Australia. Yeah, it's midnight, brother. Take a sleep, brother. uh, as you told that just before going, as you told that you love to trade the London session. If you are already profitable, don't change your trading style. If you think that you need more perfection, you before going to the study folder, you please go to the London session. London session, there is a folder named London session, and then watch the video. It will help you a lot. So these highs are taken. If this market closed below this gap, that's gonna be a beautiful sell over here. Maximum here, not interested to see it will keep falling, but it can maximum fall here. So that's gonna be my target. But I'll try to take the partial over here to this specific gap. If it can fall and closed below this gap right now, I'm not going to take the sell. Of course, stop loss is not gonna be there. Here somewhere maybe the stop loss will be. Maybe I'm just not sure when it will appear. Then I will be able to put the stop loss. I'm not going to take this sell. We'll wait for the buying opportunity only. Okay. We have hourly order block and sell fair value gap. We need retracement lows for new rally. That high also traded a very small 50-minute last FVG. Wow. A lot of things I have over here, right? It will keep going higher. I'll let this go to take this buy side liquidity. Not going to touch it. This retracement is not enough for me. I'm not impressed by this retracement. It's not enough for me. I'm not framing any trade over here. If the retracement was a bit more, I would try to frame that buy. As it's not enough, I'm not taking any buy over here from these gaps or something like that. I'm not going to take any trade over there. But this is how you are going to keep missing the opportunities. I don't care about that. All I care, I'm not gonna chase the market. It's called chasing the market. Not interested to chase this market. Sometimes what happens when I'm expecting good price action, I know that it's going for that specific buy side liquidity, but market doesn't give me the opportunity to take entry. This is really bad feelings because we are missing the trade, but it doesn't mean that you will start to chase the market. Now this seems like a bullish gap to take the buy. Trust me. I mean, not trust me. Uh, Observe it. Okay, to be honest, it's not a good area to take the buy. It's not a good area to take the buy. I could use the last FVZ, which is I think here somewhere. Let me mark the last FVZ so that I can show you the opportunities to take the entry. The last area that should be broken to take the buy. If I miss all other things, then I will use this last FVZ. Otherwise, I'm not gonna chase the market. Okay, this is the last FVZ from 1 minute chart. If it is broken, then I will try to take a small buy from here to here, small buy. So something like, how much is gonna be the run? Like 48 handle. Unfortunately, I have to take that risk. Okay, here pushing the button is chasing the market. Not interested to chase this market. You wanna go for the trade? Go for it. I'm not going to take any trade until it's not going to give me the confirmation I'm going higher. Okay, entry gap, breakaway gap. Would love to see how it is going to respect over here. Please, if you are really interested to trade here, you can try the buy. I really don't appreciate to take any sort of buy over here. I would go for the buy if the retracement was logical. Here, the retracement is not logical to me. It's not logical retracement to me. Just because of that, I'm not interested to take any sort of buy from this area. Okay, so nothing is valid over here to take buy or sell. I would love to see it will fall, then it will go higher. Retracement from the last FBZ from 1 minute chart. If this gap is broken, there is nothing that can stop the market to take this buy side liquidity. So I can simply wait a bit more to go for that trade. Otherwise, I'll let this market to fall to clear this low, trade this equilibrium, and then we'll start to go for the buy. In the meantime, if I would love to take the sell around this area, which I'm not interested at all. If I wanted to take the sell, I would wait for this candle to close below this gap, which is the last parallel gap to that specific leg. It will close below this, build and bearish order block to take the sell from this low, for this low, and more importantly for this 50% from this area. Not going to take the sell. We'll let the sell go. We'll wait for the buying opportunity only. But how I could go for the sell around this area, I need the the bullish PDRA to be broken at first. This is the last bullish PDRA that should be broken. So market will close below this gap. Now, while it will close below this gap, is it fake breakout or is it actually the bullish? I mean, sorry, the bullish, the bearishness, or it is the fake breakout? Market will start to go higher. I don't know that. So what I need a confirmation. What is that? Order block. If I find a bearish order block over here, we'll go for that sell. Why? This is the bullish state of delivery. Gonna use the bearish order block to take the sell from this whole area to get the confirmation. It's gonna be the sell from this gap with the confirmation. Whoever is interested to take the sell, please go for that. Okay, I'm just not going to take the sell, we'll wait for the buy, but I'm just trying to show you how to take the sell around this area, how you can be so confident to take the sell. It will close below this gap, build and bearish order block, sell for this low, more importantly for this equilibrium, and that is the way you will go for the sell around this area. What you are going to do, you have to make the plan before it appeared on the chart. So that should be your plan, how you are going to react around that area. So the breakaway gap, constant crossment, as you can see, it's perfectly respecting over here. So like still now there is no selling opportunity. Jinshid, hello brother, how are you? Let's fall 0.5 equilibrium. Let's go. Kuba, T2 brother, there is a inversion higher, but it feel by weak. That is why you pick that one because it's empty. What did you say? There is a inversion fair value gap higher. Where is the inversion fair value gap higher? But it feel by weak. That is why you pick this one because it's empty. You are talking about here? Of course, yeah, that's the reason. By the way, if it closed above this candle, I'm gonna take the buy from this water block. Okay, so this is gonna be my first trade for today. If the market can close above, okay, this is gonna be the buy over here. That candle is gonna be the buy. Stop loss is going to be below this water block. I'll just see how much is gonna be the water block. What is gonna be that? Just look for that entry from this order block. Why this order block? Breakaway gap, constant encroachment has been respected so beautifully. Lowest down close body close candle, order block entry over here. Stop loss below this order block, which is 30 handle. Unfortunately, I have to put it here. It's gonna be a bit more. Try to take a partial around 30 handle, which is gonna be 1:1. So it's gonna be here. The first trade for today, the limit, and then we'll try to hold the trade for this buy side liquid. Okay, over there. So let's see. After clearing the partial, I'll just simply put my stop loss to the break even to see if it give me the boom without stopping me out to the break even. Template order block. So I was watching this gap, which was the breakaway gap. Can it go through this breakaway gap and give much more retracement? As you can see, it perfectly respecting the breakaway gap, constant encroachment over here, lowest down close body close candle, which is an order block. Market has validated this order block by that specific candle. Next candle tap to this order block. I'm gonna take that entry from this order block. Stop loss is below this order block. Target is this buy side liquidity. In the meantime, I'll try to take the partial around 1:1. After taking the partial around 1:1, we'll put the stop loss to the break even. Let the market to go for this buy side liquidity. If it go over there, I'll get my boom. If it doesn't go, stop me out to the break even. I'll get stopped out to the break even after taking a 30 handle profit. I just don't want to see any sort of reaction from this week because that week has cleared all other weeks and respected traded the 1 minute last FVG. So I really don't want to see any sort of body close below the lower quadrant of this week, because if the body close below the lower quadrant could body close below the lower quadrant, it could give me another retracement. As you can see, it closed above this lower quadrant. This is a confirmation I'm going to trade the equilibrium. After closing above this equilibrium, the high is on the on the queue. The only thing was disaster over here if this candle failed to close above the lower quadrant of that week. That could be disaster. But as it closed above this, I need to see the consonant encroachment of this week is going to be traded, and then body close above this consonant encroachment. The body close above this consonant encroachment is going to be the confirmation, the high, and more importantly, to my what to say, I mean the partial level. At the same time, just look at the time when I enter to this market, exactly around I mean very near around 10:30. So I'm expecting some sort of run toward this area, speeds toward this area, which I'm expecting gonna happen within 2 to 3 minutes. So I prefer to enter either 10:25 to 10:35 or like 10:50 to 11:10. So either inside the macro or inside the 50% of the what to say, I mean the of the hour, 50% of the hour. Okay, so 10:30, 9:30, 8:30, 11:30, 1:30, 2:30, something like that. Either middle of the hour or to the top of the hour. So it perfectly respected the consonant crossment. All I need to see a body close above this consonant crossment right now. If it do that perfectly, I'm gonna see this high is gonna be taken and the consonant crossment of this last FBZ is gonna be traded. So I will get my partial over there. Okay, it's retesting this order block, waiting for 10:30 for before how to say that, before expanding. If I didn't get the entry over here, I would enter over here. If I wouldn't enter over here, I would enter over here. So this market has given me one, two, three opportunities to enter into this market. That should be the partial. I think it will load. There you go. That should be the partial. After taking the partial, stop loss to the break even. Okay, the break even. Send the market to reach for this buy side liquidity. If it come over here, I'm happy. If it doesn't come over there, get stopped me out to the break even, I'm also happy because I have taken a 30 handle partial already. Now some of you can think that brother 30 handle is not enough for me. Now then I'm not the right guy for you. You should look for someone. For me 20 handle is more than enough. Don't want to see anybody close below the consonant crossment of this week right now. It should work as a last FBZ, in other words as an inverse FBZ. So the maximum fall can happen until the lower quadrant of this week, but body should not close below the consonant crossment of this week. I tried to take the buy over here around this area. I didn't get the buy over there, so I have waited for all of this area. That was the next area I could go for a trade around here. I could go for that, but for that I needed much more retracement. I didn't get it. I didn't take the entry over here. I was observing these two gaps to see is it going to be violated, market is going to fall, to take this low, trade this equilibrium before going higher. It didn't do that. Instead of that, respected the consonant crossment of this breakaway gap. This is pure price action, pure beauty. This There is pure beauty, not even a single body closed below the consonant crossment of this breakaway gap. Can I take the entry over here? You can't do that. You have to wait for this order block to be validated. This candle closed above this order block, took the entry from this order block. If you miss it, don't worry, give me another opportunities. Three opportunities market has given me to take the entry. Took the entry, partial has been cleared. As you can see, it's like 33 handle, something like that. Put the stop loss to the break even, let the market to go to see if it can take that buy side liquidity over here, or is it going to respect this new weak opening gap and gonna fall again. I don't care about that. I will just keep moving my entry, sorry, what to say, I mean uh, the stop loss according to the price action. Okay, so here after trading this order block, I need a gap that should be unfilled. So far I didn't get any gap so far. Okay, when I will get a gap, and then I will see market intend not to close that gap 100%, I will move my stop loss much more higher. I'm gonna mark it as an unfilled gap. I'm just not sure it's gonna keep it like that way or not. But if it make this gap over here, I'll expect this is gonna be an unfilled gap. In that type of scenario, my stop loss is safe below this, below that candle. Okay, please don't follow my trailing stop loss. If any of you are in this trade, please don't follow my stop loss. It has given you so far 46 handle, which is more than enough in my opinion to be a profitable trader. If you are trading through take profit trader, okay, take profit trader, just simply close your trade. Simply close your trade because they have some trailing drawdown if you're not still above the buffer. Now I'm going to put my maximum target here. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna get the boom over here, and it doesn't mean that you're not going to write down boom for me. If you don't write down boom for me, next time what I will do, I'm not gonna put my target over here. I'll just put my target here somewhere, 50 handle, just to get the boom, so that you guys can write down the boom. And if I am in a trade, I will keep explaining the price action, the expectation after that candle, after that candle, after that candle, what I'm going to expect right now, what it should do after that, what it should do after that. Okay, so I'll keep explaining them. If you don't give me the boom, I'm not gonna, sorry, write down the boom. I'm not gonna hold the trade. Let me put. So take the partial around 30 handle and then try to see if it can give me the boom. So far it's 60 handle, more than enough for being profitable. So I have waited and waited. First entry at the beginning of the run. I love to take entry here. Unfortunately, I didn't get the entry. Next opportunity. Unfortunately, the retracement was not enough for me. Last opportunity to go for the trade. By the way, not the last opportunity. Last opportunity is from this last FBZ. So while this market has closed, as you can see here, it has closed above this last FBZ. This candle, if it could tap to this gap, I could take my entry from this gap. Unfortunately it didn't tap. Okay, so this is absolutely unfortunate, but that could be the last opportunity for me to go for this trade. However, unfortunately it didn't also give me the entry. Just for a bit it wouldn't give me the entry opportunity. However, I'm now going to move my stop loss over here because it moved a lot. I don't want to see it will reverse and stop me out over there, so that I can confirm some more profit. Even if it stopped me out, I'm not gonna lose that profit over there. Okay, but please don't follow my trailing stop loss. I repeat, please don't follow my trailing stop loss. I don't like to hold my trade for the extreme liquidity. I don't like to hold it, but as I'm in this trade, I'm late actually to enter. That's why I'm holding it until the last extreme liquidity. I prefer not to hold the trade for the extreme liquidity. First FVZ, if it build it, if it doesn't, okay, then I have to cover this gap because this is the first FVZ. I wish it will give me the boom, but if it doesn't, sorry, my mistake. There is a small gap. I don't need to cover this. I can simply cover that candle. 86 handle. I just don't know it is going to take that extreme liquidity right now or not, because extreme liquidity has the intention to build strongest liquidity. Means it will come very near and then it will reverse. Why? So that people can start to believe that it is a very strong resistance. Market is not able to break that resistance. Okay, that's why sometimes what happened, market does simply doesn't clear that liquidity. Okay, just go very near and then reverse from there. As I told, if you can expect good price action in a good day, you don't need to worry about that. At the beginning of this stream, I told today I'm gonna expect a good price action. Okay, so look at this price action. Simply market fall, took the liquidity, Unfortunately, I was looking for the trade from here, either 22 YT model or this inverse gap or this reclaimed gap. I didn't get my entry over there. Instead of that, order block has given the entry. I was not looking for the order block, so I didn't take that. I missed that trade at the beginning of the run. I love to take entry over here. Until here, I didn't do anything. Took some liquidity. Retracement was not enough for me. I'm not happy with this retracement. Didn't frame any trade over there. Was observing these gaps. One, two, these gaps. Waiting to see if it can close below this, trade this gap, and then fall to take that low, trade this equilibrium before going higher. Perfectly respected the breakaway gap on scan encroachment so beautifully. Closed above this order block. Trade this order block. More importantly, this entry gap, re-entry gap, or re-entry opportunities. Went higher, leave this gap open, simply go higher, clear that buy side liquid. I showed you at the morning session that that was a bold statement, a very bold statement. I'm only bullish. This is the only bullish market. There is no sell, just buy run, just buy, just buy, just buy until this buy side liquidity not enough. More importantly, for this new week opening gap, this is the low of this new week opening gap. This is the high of this new week opening gap, constant encroachment of this new week opening gap. If you go to this electron regular trading hour, mark, sorry, mark the open and the close. The equilibrium, see this 50%, at least to this equilibrium should be traded. It has to be traded. Yesterday morning session should be disaster. It was disaster. This is yesterday's morning session. It should be disaster. It was disaster. PM session should be beautiful. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Just look at this beauty. Keep falling one-sided run. Today's morning session should be so beautiful. Took liquidity, boom, retrace, boom, retrace, boom. If you can expect good price action, trading is too much easier. If you can expect bad price action, trading is too much easier because you're not going to trade this shit. You are waiting for this PM session. And today, you are not going to get upset because you missed this trade. You know you are going to get the entry opportunities. I have explained everything before it happened. I didn't just simply push the button because it was bullish. I didn't wait. I'm sorry. I didn't just randomly push the button because I didn't know that where it will go. I waited for the PDRA to be respected. I waited for the model to enter. Then I went for the traded. Same here. Waited for the PDRA to be respected, and unfortunately it didn't respect. It didn't take me. I just missed this trade. Otherwise, look at this run. Waited so long for near about 1 hour to go for one trade and finally got the trade. And that one trade is more than enough for being profitable. You don't need anything else. Let yesterday morning session go. Trade PM session, today's morning session. What else do you need? What else do you need? Ask this question to yourself. What else do you need? But today I can see that last FBZ didn't give me the entry. Here it didn't give me the entry. This is really upset. So much bad things. Here the retracement was not enough for me. So this is the things you have to understand, right? Like why I was not feeling confident to go for the trade here, why I was feeling confident to go for the trade over there. Okay, I really would love to see. Did you write down any boom to me? FL Trader, boom. Thank you so much, brother. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I can see some of you actually. What a comeback. Down 1100 and up 200. What was that, Marquis? Oh man, why you are mocking me, man? Hey Geeta, thank you for writing boom, brother, sister. Sister, I think. Belmont, thank you so much. Sophia, thanks for the penguin, sister. Sujivan, thank you so much for the penguin. Now, please, thank you so much to all of you for writing boom to me. What can I do now? Brother, can I take any trade right now? Now first ask yourself this question. Let me actually clean this mark, everything. Where the market is right now, around here. Market fall, cleared the liquidity, came inside this new week opening gap. Okay, it didn't yet, but I hope it is coming to this new week opening gap. Now, just look at this specific area from here to here. As I had the buy side liquidity, so I actually added the buy side liquidity, which was here somewhere. Okay, I think something like that. So buy side liquidity was so beautiful over there. This was a free area, like 286 handle, or if you even look for this new week opening gap low, it's a free area. But here, this is the extremely dangerous area. Which gap when is going to start to respect? I have no idea, brother. So all of this zone, how much is that? This 5 600 handle is extremely dangerous to me. I can trade in this zone separately. For example, if I would love to trade from here to here, that 132 handle, good for me. This is the next zone where I can trade around here. Okay, otherwise this zone is a low probable area. I know that it's gonna work here, like this type of price action. I'm gonna see this type of price action inside this area. This is a low probability to me. I need some sort of retracement right now. After reaching to this new week opening gap, I can frame that sort of sell over here, which I'll look for right now if I find any. But remember, this is a low probability. So what I will do, I'm gonna close my funded account, not going to touch my funded account. Either will go with the challenge account or the paper trade. So if it's good, man, I have learned a lot. If it is not good, I didn't blow my funded account. I didn't take any loss. I'm so sorry, guys, for talking a lot shit. Like nobody want to listen this rant, but really this is important to understand where it is a high probability, where it is a low probability. If it is a high probability, I really don't care where I'm taking my entry as long as the PDRs are respecting. If it is a low probable area, I'm always afraid. Should I enter over here or am I chasing the market? What should I do over there? How can I be so confident to take the entry over there? This all depends on your probability, where the market is trading right now. This is a probability game. So work with that probability game. Please let me know, is there anyone who took that trade with me? Please let me know one more time. Okay, I was not reading your comment. I'm so sorry for that. I have 131 votes I got. 73% people are interested. Okay, I will talk to FL Trader, Tamimi, so that they can open a channel. It's gonna be a private channel. Okay, rants teach us. Yes, I took it. Okay, congratulations, Sophia. Don't overtrade. I couldn't. No problem, Bizarro. Next is gonna be a better opportunity, brother. I don't think so because it's not trading this area. Let's see if it can give me some sort of retracement or not. If it provide me the retracement, I'll go for the trade. However, guys, Take Profit Trader given me a message, email actually, and over there they are talking about the funding ticks. I agree with them. The more complicated you will make the rules, the less people will be interested about the prop firm. So I think that happened with the funding ticks, and that's why Take Profit Trader was saying that we are only working for the trader. I 100% agree with them. This Take Profit Trader is the only prop firm that is working for the traders. That means it is for you. It is on behalf of you. They have no rules. If you are planning to go with the prop firm, I recommend you guys to go to the Take Profit Trader or Trade Day. They are similar, but they have some rules. Best is Take Profit Trader. Okay, it is always the best. Now you can use my code T2 Wizard if you want. If you don't think that, okay, I'm not gonna use his code, I have no problem. Use someone else code for getting the promotion. The promotion, there is some 40% promotion or discount, something like that. So if you use the code, you will get that 40% discount. Use whoever code you would love to use, please use that, but go for the Take Profit Trader. They are the most trader friendly. I don't know how long they will stay. Maybe they will disappear one day. but don't let these opportunities go. Be very patient until the buffer, and then every day is gonna be your day. Every day is gonna be your day. You will just do let the low probable day go, high probable day will come, make 700 $800, request for the money. Very easy, man. Suzivan, you took that. Congratulations, brother. Daniel, no, was not part of it. My kids needed me. Okay, so it was awesome, brother. Give the priority to your family at first, man. What's the best platform for instant accounts, bro? I will go for the Tradify because they're trustworthy. So I really don't know. Suzivan will be able to give more advice about the instant platform because he actually go for the instant account most of the time, and I got most of the time the commission from Suzivan when he took the direct funding account. But in my opinion, Tradify I think is the most trustworthy for the instant funding account. I think so. Okay, I'm just not sure. I think if I'm wrong, someone can correct me. I always prefer take profit trader rather than anything else. Take profit trader, if you ask me to compare, no, there is no comparison. Take profit trader. It's one of the best. I can argue with anyone else, everybody. I can argue with everybody. Take profit trader is the best. There is just one problem, and that is buffer. Until the buffer, they have the trailing drawdown. Now you have to consider that, man. After the buffer, there is no rules. No rules. Just make the money, take the money. Make the money, take the money. That's all. I already have Tradify account. Oh, congratulations, brother. Please make sure you have used the code T2 wizard if you later, I mean, if you want, okay? I'll be grateful to you. Next time, if you want to use, you can see like Tradify, Take Profit Trader, Blue Garden Futures, just use the code T2 wizard. Tradify is good, but I don't like them now because of the 1 minute higher time frame trading rules. But as far as payout, they're very reliable. Yeah, they're trustworthy. Good morning, Jamie. I agree with Take Profit Trader being the best. I took a payout yesterday and I'm going to take one today after market close as well. Yeah, that's the fun of Take Profit Trader. Just make sure you have 500 account with Take Profit Trader. Every day is gonna be your payout day. Every single day is gonna be your payout day. Now it's not gonna be $1,000. It's not gonna be $5,000 maybe, but it's gonna be 300, 400, $500 every day. Now it's gonna take the costs, your living cost. Maybe you will be able to pay the bills by that money. Okay, I don't appreciate people to go for one account to make million of the dollar. I prefer 10 account rather than one account to make $1,000. I prefer 10 account to make $100 to make it 100,000, I mean 10,000, $1,000, something like that. Okay, bro, sure. I will use the code. What about top on futures instant account? I don't know about that, brother. Do you have any learning course for NQ100? I want to learn futures trading from you. Are you new here? Somewhere happy? Who else is new here? Please let me know, okay? Smaller but consistent. Absolutely, brother. Smaller, but it should be consistent. Brother, by the way, somewhere, uh, if you are new here, welcome to our community at first. And you can simply go to the channel, start from the study folder. Just study folder, study that folder. That one folder will make you understandable about this market. If you can understand my English, then my English is not good, so something uh sometimes maybe you'll feel angry on me. But if you can avoid that things, that study folder, you need nothing else in your whole life about ICT concepts. I believe so. Should I request payout my Apex 50k today? I hit 52,600 today and was kind of worried about rule. I'm fine with 30% consistency rules, but I am Not sure about 30% negative PNL rules. I don't think so. 30% negative PN rules, PNL, P and L rules has a great impact on your payout. I don't think so, okay, because previously I have seen another guy to say about that and then he got the payout. So I don't think so there will be any problem. You can try MMM. Jamie, me. What did you say? Me? Why me? Thank you. You're most welcome somewhere. I wish to have multiple accounts, but passing eval is a challenge for me. Tito, guide me on that, please. Archana, please join. I am gonna open that discipline challenge, okay? Uh, Next week, inshallah. So please join over there. It will help you to be a disciplined trader, and you will start to notify. Sorry, you will start to notice that the way you are trading, how bad it was. I'm not saying you are a bad trader. I'm just saying according to the discipline things. So how bad discipline you had. I'm not judging, okay? I'm just saying. I'm new here, brother. Hey, Stephen. Welcome back. Welcome back to this area, man. I'm seeing your execution to the Discord actually, and I'm trying to understand what is the base of your executions. Sometimes I'm getting confused by your executions, but I'm happy that at least you are getting the profits from your execution. I'm really happy, man. How are you, by the way? You said who is new here? Oh, Jamie, you are also new here. Stephen and Jamie, both of you are new here. Thank you guys for being new over here. Just so, are we going to take trades there with you to pass? No, you're not going to do that. I will explain that. Just let me talk to Eiffel Trader and Tamimi. I'm always try to understand why you push the button. Okay, now you have given some explanation. Okay, I'll see that. I didn't miss not even a single trade. You can see this is the 15. So from here, I think I missed, but above here, okay, I didn't see them. But all of this before this, all of these things I've already read. I just didn't reply, but yeah, we'll send you a DM so I don't flood chat. Thank you. Okay, I think talking something. Don't chase the market. I'm not interested to chase the market. I'm waiting to some sort of retracement around 11 a.m. So this macro should give me some sort of retracement. I'm watching. Can I catch that retracement leg? If you are already profitable, don't take any trade. Yes, withdraw max is 2K. Yeah, MMM, please withdraw, man. And I really would love to congratulate both Jamie and Stephen for joining to our channel. Thank you so much, guys, for being over here. Let's see if I can catch that retracement leg. Okay, so now I'm not bullish anymore. I'm bearish for the retracement, not for a long time, but for a retracement, I'm bearish. At the same time, the things I told you at the beginning of the session, that this market should not clear that low. That is the most important part. You have to understand why this low should not be cleared. Now, if you are my member, you already know that because I have already explained this to that members only live. In short, I have also explained today's live at the beginning of today's live why this market should not take that low. But more explanation also in that members only live. However, it was absolutely clear why this market should not clear this low. Instead of clearing this low, it should keep going higher. I hope you got the point over here. Now it's time to think if I can frame any sort of sell around this area. If you are already profitable, don't take any trade. You don't need any other trade. You took the entry over here. You got the profit here, like 80 handles, something like that. Be happy with that. Don't need to take re-entry. This is the last bullish gap or the bullish PDRA. I need to mark that over here. Okay, this bullish PDRA. I'm gonna mark this bearish gap over here. Look how a gap is gonna be important to me. What I'm waiting for? Sell. Why? market came to this new week opening gap, as well as it has cleared the extreme buy side liquidity has been cleared, right? So now it should give me some sort of retracement to take some sort of sell side liquidity. Unfortunately, I don't have any sell side liquidity, so I will try to catch the run until the 50% of this specific leg. This is the low the leg, this is the high of the leg, this is the equilibrium of this leg. We'll try to see if I can catch a run until this equilibrium. Okay, how a gap is going to be important to me. This is a bullish gap. While this market was bullish, this is the last gap, bullish gap. If it is broken, then I will start to use this gap to take buy or sell from this gap. At the same time, I have this bearish gap so far, one gap. If it can make another gap, then it will be two gap, one, two gap. If the market could close below this gap, I could use this entry gap, which is not here actually. So let me actually go with the flow. Whatever market is going to give me, I'm gonna use that things. Okay, so this is the bullish PDRA market is holding, that is the bearish PDRA, while I'm expecting market is going to fall. Can I take the sell from here? Of course not. This is just one gap. If I would love to use this gap, then I have to use like this way to take this gap, avoiding that gap as well. I can simply push the button over here. After clearing that high, push the button over here. If it doesn't take me, that's the bad luck. Okay, like here same like here, just if you guys remember. Now need to see how it is going to react. Okay, if it doesn't take that high over here, that high, instead of that maybe it came until here, around here, then can I take the entry from this gap? No, you can't do that. You have to wait for the order block, you have to wait for this gap to be broken to take the sell. I enter and took 197 by rising 87 on MNQ, one contract CB on IFBZ, 1 hour stop loss, entry and take profit trader, and now I'm here with you live, bro. I'm done for trade now. I'm happy to read this last line. I'm done with my trading now. That's the best case of scenario. You got profit, stop trading. Just enjoy the market. That's all. Look, you and me are watching the same thing, right? You and me are watching the same thing, same FVZ, same price action, same higher time frame period, everything. You and me, none of them know that which gap is gonna be important to me. So how a gap is gonna be very important to me, I'm trying to show this to you. Okay, so here, this is the highest up close body close candle, which is gonna be order block. I can't take the sell over here because this bullish PDRA is not broken. Still, it is holding the market, as you can see over here. So I can't take the sell over here from this order block. I have to wait for this market to close below this gap now. As the market didn't clear the liquidity, the buy side has didn't been cleared. So I have to wait for this market to close below this gap to frame any short of sell. First, you have to understand why you are looking for sell, because market has cleared the buy side liquidity, market has traded the new week opening gap, as well as the opening gap 50%. Remember, I showed you the opening gap 50% has been cleared. This is a one-sided run. There is no retracement. I need the retracement. I'm expecting some sort of retracement after clearing the liquidity. So that's why I'm now interested to take a short, not a buy. So here is one question on NQ daily chart. Why there is not Monday candle? Because of bank holiday. Yes, sir. That is bank holiday. That's why there is no Monday candle. If there was no, for example, this gap was here. Okay, for example, this gap is here. This gap is actually here. There is no other bullish gap. See this candle? I'm already in the trade from this order block because I know I'm gonna get the boom for this area, and by putting the stop loss above this order block, I would be able to catch that leg from this order block until here. But as you can see, the gap is around this area. Okay, around here. It means if I take the entry over here, I have to close the trade exactly over here, the top of this gap. Is it logical to you? It's not logical to me, so I'm not interested to take that sell right now, as long as this bullish period is not broken. I'll wait for this bullish period to be broken at first. However, if any of you would love to take the buy, please go for that, okay? And one more question, did you get anything from today's live? Because yesterday's disaster, you should have known that beforehand around the AM session. PM session was so beautiful. However, today's morning session, the way I told you, it's gonna be so beautiful. I'm gonna get the boom. Even if I miss it, I'm gonna catch the run as long as the buy side liquidity is not taken. Everything the way I explained it and then the way I frame the trade beforehand, explaining them, does it make any sense to you? Does it help you a bit to understand the market, to use the PDR, how to use the PDRs, everything, okay? Guys, please push the like button. 121 people are watching. Make it 100 likes at least. Please, this is the fourth time I'm asking for the likes. Please make sure that it's 100 likes at least. Please. And make sure that you have pushed vote over here, okay? I can see 10% people. That means near about 14 people is not interested. Okay, I'm happy for those 14 people. I think they have very strong psychology, discipline things. One more thing, guys. So you are seeing that I have only framed one trade, but remember, we are trying to frame the trade here. So if we could get that entry, unfortunately we didn't get it, just for a bit, just for a bit. If we could get that entry, we would take a boom here, we would go for another boom over there. So two boom would be happen already. Unfortunately, I didn't get the first entry, so I'm just one in one trade, and one trade is more than enough in a specific day. Last live is for my like game changer, especially love explanation with the gaps. Thank you, Kuba. Magic. Thank you, Kuba. See, the market is bouncing in between these two gap. It's bouncing. So I'm not interested to enter into this bounce. We can do that. Actually, this is the best area to go for the 15-second chart, to trade here from the 15-second chart. But from 1 minute chart, I have to find out where the market is reaching at first. Hi Tito, I'm one among that 14 members. Okay, so you voted no. See, this is called the courage. This guy has the courage to say that I voted on no. Who else voted no? I'm gonna give a message to Sophia or FL Trader to block them, okay? So Sophia or like FL brother, can you guys please block this guy, Sharoda, because he voted no. Oh man. If you want to take the buy, please go for that. I'm not interested to take the buy. I'm more interested to take a sell here. Come watching how the market is going to react. First, I need to see a body close below this gap. Then I need to wait for a bearish order block to take the sell. And on my right hand side, you can see how the market is respecting from a random level. Look at the bodies. This is the low of new week opening gap. This is the new week opening gap low. Look at the bodies, how beautifully it's respecting from this random level. Till the body didn't close below this gap, not interested to frame any short of sell. He's gone. Titi, if you have courage, you can block me. You will miss one like every day. Oh man, of course I'm not gonna miss that. I don't have the courage, man. Don't look at this gap, brother Kuba. 15-minute bullish gap. Why it is important to you? Ask this question to yourself. Why this is important to you? What is the importance of this gap? It's bullish market. This is the bullish gap to the top of this leg. This is a bullish gap. Why this gap is important to you? Brother, I like to take your opinion on one thing. 25K account, how much I should risk? If you keep explaining that, fine. I don't want to disturb other with learning. I appreciate your work. For 25K, very tough question actually. I never trade the 25K. All I mean to say, you should take a risk at least less than 5% of your max drawdown. For example, for 50K account, max drawdown, for example, is 2K, $2,000. Okay, so 2K. If it is your maximum drawdown, 2K, then you will take risk maximum 5%. Okay, like 5% of 2K. How much it will be? Like, I think $400. If I'm not wrong, it's $400 something. 5%, or $50, or for $40. What is that? Whatever it is, you have to take the risk maximum five. However, guys, this is a sell from this candle right now. From here, from this candle. So what I was talking about, you should take maximum 5% risk of your max drawdown. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Just a second, okay. Mhm. Mm. Itu. Hey guys, I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm in live. How long I was quiet? Anyone? One huge drop. Didn't expect this much of a drop today. Boom for you, brother. I didn't take the sell. I'm sorry, brother. I really forgot that I'm in live. So I was I was giving a screenshot to the Discord so that you guys can understand that what is going to happen or what's gonna be the expectation. How long I was quiet, brother? I really forgot. I think this is a good area to study. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really forgot that I'm in live. Now I hear you. I forgot that I'm in live. I was just seeing the price and then I was taking the screenshot, giving it to the Discord so that you guys can study this area and some other things. Just to okay. I'm so sorry. Short week 7, love it. Boom. Okay, huge drop. Didn't expect. Boom. Thank you, Sophia. That was a gorgeous trade. I took it with you. Congratulations, sister. Lies. You are showing off. No, man. I was not. I promised to the God. I was when when I forgot that I'm live. I really forgot. Otherwise, I would explain the things I was expecting. Okay. To be honest, I forgot. Here I trailed the stop loss. That's why I took re-entry while it closed below this order block again. I took re-entry over here because I trailed the stop loss, got stopped out over there, unfortunately. But I really forgot that I'm in live. I was in the price. I forgot that I'm in live. I was not showing off. I was not doing anything. I would show off with the explanation. That would be much more better. Trust me, man. Got a big boom in sell. Congratulations, Sharada. It's the same setup. You have been trying to drill it into our head. Thank you for posting. Glad to have seen it live. Uh, I'm really trying, Suzy. I am really trying for that, and I hope that it will help you a lot to understand how to observe these things. Here, I just got stopped out at the beginning. You saw that I got stopped out because I trailed my stop loss. So it actually happens sometimes. If I get stopped out by trailing, then I take a re-entry. Otherwise, if it works like this leg doesn't need to come here. It doesn't need to violate the order block high one more time. It doesn't need to do that. But it did it. I took re-entry while it closed below this order block. This candle closed. Next candle I took re-entry. Because it's going to fall, I trailed the stop loss. I got stopped out. That was the only reason I for getting stopped out. And I really love to trade like this way. But however, I was not in it was not in my mind that I'm in live. Otherwise I would explain it while I was doing it. I hope you know. I know, brother, just kidding. Okay, thank you, Marcus. You guys have to believe me, okay? I'm no one. You don't know me, so you should not believe me blindly. But when I'm saying I really forget, I really forget that I'm in live. I was just inside the price. I was watching this market, and then I forget. I was taking the screenshot, giving it to the Discord so that you guys can understand what I was looking over there. Unfortunately, I just forgot. So earlier you marked this higher FVG as entry setup, but you entered in this lower FVG. Could you tell why? The only thing is here, this is the bullish cap. Okay, so as you can see, it tapped to this bullish cap. I didn't add this volume imbalance before. I just marked to line over there, and it was respecting actually the volume imbalance over here. So I just marked it with the volume imbalance. Tapped to this volume imbalance, went higher, cleared that liquidity, closed below. I think it's closed here. I don't need the order block to confirm my entry. I can simply enter over here by putting the stop loss below above the any sort of bearish gap or inverse gap, whatever you have. So in short here, I have this bearish gap which I was actually respecting, right? So I have to just cover that bearish gap by my stop loss. The next target, wherever I'm expecting this market will fall, I'll just hold the trade for that area. If this market failed to trade this gap and take the liquidity, which happened here. So if it would fail to clear that liquidity, I would wait for the order block. So this candle, while it has appeared, or maybe this candle appeared, validate it as an order block, I would try to take the entry from the order block to confirm my trade over there. What else you are interested to ask me? I mean, Kuba, what is your specific question? Which gap you are mentioning? Because I'm showing the same thing. This is the gap I'm showing here, around here. Like, that was the gap. Where was that? Here, that was the bullish gap as a reclaimed, or bearish gap if I would love to use this bearish gap. As I didn't have the bearish gap here, so I had to mark the bullish gap to violate, take the liquidity, re-entry over there. If I had the bearish gap, for example, I have this bearish gap, the same gap I have used over there to take the entry, the entry right now I took right here. If I would love to use this gap, then I have to wait for this type of scenario. Market will fall, trade this gap to liquidity, tap, I'm in a buy. I'm in a buy over here. If it doesn't do that, instead of that, simply go higher around here. Then I would wait for an order block to be created here. Then we'll take the entry over there. Just remember this gap coming back here. Same last bullish gap around this area. Tap to this gap, take the liquidity. No need to wait for the order block to take re-entry. I mean to take entry. Failed to take that liquidity, clear that liquidity, or no respect from this gap, simply wait for the order block to take the re-entry. Is that clear? This gap and this gap are the same gap. If I talk about this gap over here, which is the bullish gap around here, this bullish gap, because I don't have any bearish gap right here, I don't have any bearish gap around this area. This gap actually happened later after clearing the liquidity. I don't need to worry about that gap. In other words, this bullish gap, I don't need to worry about that because it was for liquidity taken. So market retrace, take the liquidity. So I don't need to worry about this bullish gap over here. I have to, I don't need to worry about this bearish gap over here while it has cleared the liquidity. For example, this bullish gap, while it tapped to this bullish gap, not interested to take the entry over here. It should violate this gap, take the liquidity one more time. If I would love to use the reclaimed gap, fall, take the liquidity, went higher, would love to take re-entry. Tap to this gap, started to go higher, not interested to take the entry from this gap, wait for the order block to take the entry if it failed to clear that liquidity. Remember bullish gap while I'm looking for buy. Now let's talk about the bearish gap here. Okay, this is the first bearish gap around this area. If it started to go higher and went through this liquidity or over here, okay, the liquidity, like it just went through this, take the liquidity, closed below this, I can simply take the trade from this gap. Just simply push the button over there. No need to wait for the order block. If it doesn't went through this gap, doesn't take the liquidity, I have to wait for the order block to take the entry after the bullish PDRA is broken. Same thing here. If I would love to take the buy from this gap, I have to wait for the order block to be created to take the buy. Unfortunately, fortunately, I can simply wait for the order block to take the buy because I don't have any bearish PDR around this area. No bearish PDR. We have talked about this earlier, Kuba. I think you have just forgotten. However, I'm just gonna repeat it one more time. I don't have any bearish gap. Same here, I have the bullish gap. Here, see this bullish gap that is respecting and this bearish gap. But here, around this area, I have this bullish gap, but I don't have any bearish gap that was respecting. No bearish gap around this area. This is too far. I don't need to worry about this because it's too far. However, uh, there is no bearish gap that was bouncing, which you can see around this area. I have the bullish gap which is bouncing. So even though it didn't take the liquidity, I can't use the order block to take the entry because this bullish PDR is holding the market. So if I would love to use the bullish bearish order block, I have to wait for this gap to be violated at first. So for example, it has been violated over here. I will start to look for bearish order block, wherever the bearish order block is, or highest up close body close candle, or like here, this two candle is the consecutive bearish order block. These two candle, okay. So I'll mark the open, extend it to my right. This is gonna be the bearish order block with this bearish gap. After this gap bullish period has been violated, after violating, as I don't have any bearish PDRA around this area, so I can simply use this bullish PDRA while it will go through this, take the liquidity. Either I will take the entry from here, or if it failed to clear that liquidity, I will wait for a bullish order block to take the entry as I don't have any bearish PDRA. Is that understandable? You got that? Since 11:12 a.m. is the highest high, why not use the 11 inversion gap instead of 10:45 a.m. gap? Let me go over there. 10:45. This is the highest high. Brother, this is not a 1 minute chart you are observing. You are observing 15-minute chart, okay? It has cleared the liquidity, then reach to the PDRA. Remember, it can't be a random reversal. It has to reach PDRA. So here, this new week opening gap is my bearish PDRA. For the first time, this market came into this bearish PDRA over here. This is the bearish PDRA. Next time, market will go higher. It's not going higher to trade the PDRA, higher time frame point of interest. It's going higher to clear the most recent swing high, just to clear that. The higher time frame point of interest has been already traded over here. Same here, if you look around this area. See this gap, bullish gap, or the I think like the what to say with the yeah, just new to opening up whatever it is. This is the candle from the 15-minute chart or 1 minute chart that is trading this bullish PDRA. So here, while this candle build this bullish PDRA, or what to say, I mean the 15-minute bullish gap or the new day opening gap, whatever you say, okay, it has done the job over here. When it came here, it has traded that bullish PDRA already. Both new day opening gap, both bullish parabolic gap from 15 minutes chart. So higher time frame point of interest has been traded over here to that specific leg. So anything I will get to this leg is important to me. The next leg is falling not to trade the higher time frame point of interest. Instead of that, it's falling to take that low. That means those people who are early to enter, they're gonna get stopped out over here. Then it will keep going higher. So if I come around this area, why the gaps are not important to me? Because why the market will go higher at first, either to trade the higher time frame point of interest or to clear the liquidity. So the higher time frame point of interest has been traded over here. So this leg is important to me. This was the leg which was coming to trade the higher time frame point of interest before reversing, and this leg is going higher to just stop them out who took early entry. So they got stopped out. Now it is going to fall. Later, this gap is going to be important as a last FVC. Later, okay, while this market will start to reverse, then this gap is going to be important as a last FVC to that specific leg. Is that understandable, brother? You answered my question, brother. Thank you. You're most welcome. Got it. Thank you. Okay, Kuba. Thank you so much. At least you got that. Can you teach why market structure shift failed? What is the market structure shift? First, let me know that. What the market structure shift? I don't see any swing low over here that has been shifted. This is the first swing low market has created, which is valid for shifting market structure. That has been shifted over here. This is the first time market structure shift appeared on the chart. FVG is over here. This candle come here. There is not even a single swing low which is valid for shifting market structure. Around this area there is no swing low. This is all the sideways candle, and then finally market built a swing low over here. This low around here, you can see here, this is the swing low, then cleared the buy side liquidity, fall dramatically. This candle, if it could give me the market structure shift, that could be the best case of scenario. Didn't happen. Retraced to this gap over here, around here, retraced to this gap, fall again, gave me the market structure shift by that specific candle, then went higher again to trade this gap, which is the bearish gap for the 22 YT model, as you can see here. Come back again here after shifting the market structure to this specific candle. 1 2 3 4, number 4 candle gave you the entry from the gap from the 22 YT model. Fall again, one more time, trade this gap, then fall. 22 YT model didn't fail over here. It was absolutely perfect. Early sellers is the keyword, brother. You are genius. Your explanation is something else, man. Thank you, beautiful explanation. Okay, I didn't know that I explained something good, but thank you for the comment. I'm feeling special now. I'm thinking that, oh wow, that's good. I can explain something better. To be honest, I don't want to see this market to come here to this gap. I really don't want to see that. It should reverse from this gap. That is the gap, it should reverse. Either way, we'll see if it can reverse from that gap or not. I really expect this market is going to reverse from there. If it doesn't do that, maybe the PM session is gonna be difficult to trade. Okay, so to be honest, if it come over here, sell side liquidity will be on the queue, which is over here, this relatively equal lows. I really don't want to see this lows are gonna be cleared. Okay, so it should reverse from there, which is the 50% or the equilibrium of that specific leg according to the premium and discount, and then it will start to go higher. I hope so it will work like that way. But around the PM session, just remember, you don't have neither the buy side liquidity nor the sell side liquidity. Nothing you have from your higher time frame or the from 15-minute chart. You have nothing. It's always better to let the PM session go, and maybe tomorrow is a great opportunity. But if I were you, I would start to look for the buying opportunity from this gap from the PM session. However, at 12 noon, we should see reversal. Yeah, it can happen, brother. Could you please look into higher time frame forward chart? What happened to the forward chart? Forward chart, this candle is just went higher, cleared the liquidity, then reversed it here. I think it's gonna close around 2 p.m. Lowest down close body close candle is gonna be the order block. Extend it to my right. Maybe they are gonna be traded and market will start to go higher again. Here, this is the gap market has traded around here. I'm going to mark both entry and the last FBZ all together. Okay, both of them I'm just going to mark all together. Lowest down close body close candle, perfect order block. Retest this order block, will start to go high. Don't wanna see it will come back again to this premium and discounted area. Okay, so to be honest, I really don't expect to see this market will come here. If it come here, there's high probability market will keep falling and clear that low, then it will go for that low. That's gonna be disaster. Tomorrow is gonna be disaster for me if this low is taken. Some few more days will be disaster for me. So I really don't want to see it will fall for this area or this entry gap one more time, entry plus last FBZ from forward chart one more time. Instead of that, we'll work with this order block, close down close body close candle, will start to reverse again for this opening gap, new week opening gap, and then buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity, buy side liquidity. I have thousands of the buy side liquidity. I don't have not even a single sell side liquidity on this chart. So I'm only interested to see it will keep going higher. And from the hourly chart, as you can see, market went higher, fall, cleared relatively equal lows. As you can see over here, this clean liquidity, cleared that liquidity, market structure shift over here, went higher, bullish fair value gap, tap to this bullish fair value gap, can it start to go higher again for some sort of buy side liquidity around that area. So that's my interest. If it keep falling, and to be honest, if it keep falling, maybe it's gonna be tough session for me for tomorrow or for few more days. Okay, it's gonna be difficult. Unfinished order block business at 25194, 25194. Okay, maybe there is some unfinished business as well. That's market is falling, but all I don't want to see, it will come to this gap. That's all I don't want to see from 15-minute chart. Market should not touch this gap. If it touch it, there is high probability it's going to be consolidation. I don't want to see this consolidation. Would love to see a good price action and market should keep going higher without coming to this gap. If it come, maybe tomorrow we'll see another opportunities or another things that's going to help us. Maybe, I'm just not sure. From here, I'll start to look for the buying opportunity exactly from there. While it came here from inside this gap, I'll keep looking for that buying opportunity. Look for the same last FBZ to that specific leg, looking for the last FBZ or everything else. If you're just interested to trade, then I hope it will help you a bit to understand. But thank you so much guys for being over here. I hope nobody has any question anymore. I will talk to you tomorrow. And Sophia, FL Trader, any of you are here, please let me know if any of you are here. Thank you, Suzivan, and I will wait for your screenshot for the payout. So please make sure that when you will get the payout, let me know. Okay, thank you, Sophia, for being over here. I'll give a message to the mod area. Okay, not today, on Saturday, to talk about that discipline challenge account. I need to make that account challenge account. I really don't know how to do that, but I hope you guys will help me. Okay, okay, FL Trader, thank you so much, brother, for being over here. I'll just give you guys message to the mod area. I'll mention you on around Friday night or maybe Saturday. We'll talk about that. Okay. Thank you so much for being over here. Thank you guys. Don't forget to push the like button, subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. Yesterday was disaster. Today was so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. There can't be nothing more beautiful rather than this price action. If it was inside the session, I wouldn't wait for anything. I would start to look for the buying opportunity over here. Unfortunately, this is lunch hour, so I'm not interested to go for any short of trade right now. Okay, so let this go. We'll wait for 12:50. Then if you find something good, go for the trade. If you don't find something good, just don't push the button. Let the market go for today. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is greater opportunity. Okay? I'm here 10 for thanks. Okay, thank you so much, brother. Why didn't you mark that 10:52 a.m. as swing point as market structure shift? Check, brother. Brother, it's not a swing low. It's sideways candle. Can you see it's just simply sideways candle? Then market has built a swing low here. It could be a swing low if this market give me some kind of displacement, some sort of displacement. That means this low has been shifted by the displacement. Even if you see this displacement over here, around here, or if you're seeing this is a market structure shift, there is no FVG. As you can see here, there is not even a single FVG. So I don't see any market structure shift or 22 IT model over here. To being for being a market, I mean 22 IT model, there is two rules. First, it has to clear the liquidity. Second, it has to give me the displacement. Without displacement, there is no market structure shift. More importantly, I added to mark the best swing low. Now, it's not even a swing low to me until here, until this market didn't appear or didn't make this low. I didn't see not even a single swing low over here, not even a single swing low. So made the swing low, give me the displacement, failed to give me the market structure shift, retest, and then give me the market structure shift. Go back again, trade this gap, then market fall. If you have some confusion, go to the study folder. Over there, there is two video according to the market structure shift. You can watch them, you'll get better idea, brother. Just go to the study folder. Inside that study folder, there is two video, one after another. I think one video name is how to avoid the losing trade. Another one is um, learn market structure shift, something like that. Inside the study folder, in the playlist, please watch that. It will help you a bit understand how to mark the perfect market structure shift or swing, everything. Thank you so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Until then, cheers. Please don't forget to push the like button.